Hey, what's up you guys? It is me, Motionless here, and today's video is kind of a video that I didn't really plan on doing. I actually got this idea from another YouTuber, and I was like, hey, this is a pretty decent idea. I'm gonna make my own video for it. And what the video is, it's gonna be my music taste throughout the years, and me growing up, like, you know, music, what I liked, what I didn't like, ages of what music I liked up till now. So let's do that shit. So I'm gonna take you guys all the way back to about, I'd say maybe 2003-ish. I was about 4 about that time. Apparently, whenever my sister got a new CD back at the time, she was around like 13 at the time. I was always like, ooh, I would take it out of my sister's hands and show it to my mother. And apparently one of the CDs was a Backstreet Boys CD. And apparently that's what I used to be really into at that time. And of course, I don't remember this at all. So that was really my first real taste in music, I guess, was pop music. And I think that's a lot of kids' first real taste in music. And because you don't know any of the other bands, you don't know how music is formed and stuff and whatnot. So it's kind of just like, oh well. Now we're going to go to the year, I'd say about really, I think 2007, 2008. Right around that time frame when things like High School Musical came out. Now, of course, that's not really a musician or anything, that's more musical. But I definitely remember watching those 3 movies and definitely liking the songs from them and stuff. Of course, I was like 7 at the time. I didn't really know what real music was or what real TV shows and movies were. However, that was really like what I was into at the time. And I mean, I kind of dig it. And then also there's other stars out there like Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato with their songs, and I remember I had an iPod and I put their songs on there and I would like to listen to them, and that was kind of the thing that I listened to. 2009 was the year I got my first, I think it was 2009 or 2011, I don't remember exactly. That was the year I got my first iPod, and I loved that thing to death. I put a whole bunch of songs on there and stuff, and my music library was kind of a little bit weird. I have my own iPod here. Now this isn't my original iPod. My original iPod was an iPod Shuffle. However, I can't find that, but also I can't really tell you what the songs on it because iPod Shuffle didn't have a screen. But here's my old iPod. I can tell you guys what around that time frame from about 2009 to about 2013 what I was listening to. I think that was like around from like 5th, 6th grade till about 7th grade. However, 7th grade is when the big change happened with my music taste. I like to listen to some Kelly Clarkson songs. Lady Gaga, Bad Romance, and I think the pop at that time. Michael Jackson, Mariah Cosgrove had like a really short-lived album. Another song I really was into at the time was Fireflies by Owl City. This song was really big to me. I liked it a lot. It kind of got me into the alternative music genre, you'd say. Catchy songs. They're really weird songs. And also, Song by Fun, which I started liking around when they released their Some Nights album, was the song Some Nights. And that was a really good song. I think that was just around 2011-ish, and it meant a lot to me, and that's really how I got really introduced into the alternative music scene, if you will. Now, around the time I was in 7th grade, I believe that was 2011, 2012, I was in 7th grade, I started really getting into the music that I like today. One of the artists that I particularly started really listening to in 7th grade was Marilyn Manson. I don't remember exactly. I think I remember watching the Sweet Greenie video. Wow, this guy is really good. I like it. And that really happened in 7th grade. And all the other artists I liked in 7th grade were, I believe, Hollywood Undead, Fun, Owl City, other bands I'm really trying to think about. It really wasn't until 8th grade when I really started getting into bands and stuff. Then 2012, 2013 came around when I was in 8th grade, where my music taste kind of took a drastic turn, not for the worse, for the better. I started listening to bands like Motionless and White. It's my all-time favorite band. Also, I think Ghost Town I started listening to a little bit, of course Hollywood Undead. And I think I heard a Black Veil Bride song, I believe. I really started getting into that type of music taste that I like, and that really shaped me into who I am today. it was actually in 8th grade, this particular music video introduced me to the band Motionless in White. And I can tell you kind of a funny story about how really I like them. One of my friends shared one of their videos on Facebook, because apparently they were going to drop it out in 2014, 2013. I was like, okay, maybe I'll check out the video. I remember to this day watching that video and being just like, what are these people doing? Why are they screaming? Why are they so angry? Why do they do guitar like that? What is it about these people? And then I was like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna listen to them. And then like a couple months later, freshman year, like September, I started listening to them. Like, you see how I get there, how I got really into my music taste. I just randomly hear a song, I'm like, oh yeah, I like this song, and I'm gonna start listening to them. It's literally insane. Going into the year 2014, my freshman year of high school, I started listening to Motionless quite heavily, along with other bands like Crown the Empire, Ghost Town, Hollywood Undead, Cheese I think I started listening to, Blackpool Brands, unfortunately, and other bands. Slipknot too, I started listening to them. A lot of more heavier bands and stuff that I still like today, however, my music taste, of course, ultimately changed sophomore year a bit. Bands like Fall Out Boy, Ghost Town, Imagine Dragons, Romancing, Motionless in White, My Chemical Romance, all of these bands really shaped me to who I am today. A lot of them I've known for a long time, like My Chemical Romance I've known about since like 6th grade, Panic at the Disco I've known about for a long time, I believe Green Day I've heard about for a long time. Imagine Dragons too. I did know a couple of their songs, however I wasn't really super into them until about end of freshman year, early sophomore year, when I really started to like most of the music that I like today. Now we're talking about My Chemical Romance, Green Day and stuff. End of freshman year is when I really started getting into these bands, and of course I'm still into today. My Chemical Romance being one of them majorly, because of course I've heard really much of their songs. I just couldn't put their name to the band, what the songs were called. But anyways, My Chemical Romance, big fan of them, you know me. Green Day too, big fan of them. Panic at the Disco, big fan of them. Fall Out Boy, big fan of them. 2015, I saw a lot of the same bands I got into, and one really particular band really in particular that I got into in 2015 was 21 Pilots. I got into them around the end of 2015, and oh my god, 21 Pilots are literally, they're amazing. They're awesome. Other bands include I got into, like I said, Panic at the Disco, really liked Panic at the Disco at the time. Fall Out Boy, really liked them at the time. Anyways, yeah, a lot of bands I really did like at that time in 2015. I can bring them up. Let's just do a quick jump cut. Get Scared, Rob Zombie, 21 Pilots, like I said, Green Day, Motionless White. All these bands I really got into in the year 2015. And then we're moving on to the year 2016 of my top 5 favorite bands. Okay, so it's year 2016. What are, at my current moment, my top 5 favorite bands? And they pretty much are Motionless in White, My Chemical Romance, Green Day, Panic at the Disco, and 21 Pilots. These are really my top 5 favorite bands. I mean, technically I have 6 because Fall Out Boy is a really good band to me too. I have a lot of favorite bands, and also Manson. He's not a band, he's an artist. I don't know, there's just so many bands that I really do enjoy, and I can put them all right here when I actually am saying it, I can talk about them. But yeah, I like a lot of bands. They really do mean a lot to me, and I just thought I'd give you guys a little taste of the bands. Well, that about wraps up my video for my music taste throughout the years. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I make new videos every Monday and Friday for this whole entire summer, so be sure to check back in your subscription box and watch more of my videos. Question of the day, I haven't done these in a long time. List your top 5 favorite bands, bands/artists, down in the comment section down below. I would love to read them and see what bands you like, and maybe have some in common. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Do whatever you gotta do to keep up to date. Follow me on all social medias, links down in the description down below. See you guys later.